What's going on, guys? This is e24 Performance. Alex here. Just gonna do a quick recap of kind of some of the stuff I did today. I'm by myself, so I can't really, for what I was doing, I can't really hold the camera and walk around while doing everything. So today was more just cleaning and getting things prepped. So I did a little bit of shop backing in the engine bay. I have new struts that arrived. I'm going to clean more thoroughly before I swap everything. So what I'm going to probably do tomorrow is finish what I started today. Just I didn't do everything I wanted to because I was learning stuff as I went. But I've decided I'm going to pull the engine and rebuild it outside of the car instead of trying to do it inside the car. I just to really give it a full tear down piece by piece and just clean everything up. That's going to be what I think I'm gonna do when it comes time for that. What I did today was all inside, so I was doing some cleaning, shop vacuuming, and actually, because of how disgusting and how many spider webs and everything were in the car, I decided to just use a small torch and just burn the shit out of the webs. Interior was shot anyway, so it's like, if it gets ruined, it doesn't matter. So, as you can see already, there's no interior. I already pulled out the seat, the front seats. Obviously, use a little 90-degree pick to pop off these the little connections for the seats and the controls and everything. So I popped those off. I am going to clean all of those thoroughly. I have a terminal cleaning kit that I'll go over when it's brighter out and when I have time. So the interior of the car is absolutely disgusting. Mold and pollen and dust and everything is caked into everything, especially the headliner. So you can see the glove box was broken already. Just it had the handle, I just could not open it. I also did not have a key for that. So I ended up just breaking it open because I knew something was going to be in there. It did have a nest. You can see in there the staining that indicates that there was stuff living in there, defecating in there, urinating, all of that kind of stuff. I'm pulling that out. Obviously, I'm going to rip the entire dash apart at some point. But I'm going to have an ozone machine going in. I'll kind of go over that when I get to it. So I also pulled the rear seats. So I have to pull the carpet up. There's a few rust spots and some soft spots under the car. A common spot that I found is under the passenger side rear floorboard. I'm gonna fab up something to fix that, to support that. So that's just right in the fucking center. So yeah, when I pulled the driver's seat and the passenger seat, the driver's seat, the controls still worked. So I was able to move that pretty easily. The passenger seat, I had to give it some help to slide it forward and back. The motors go on them. I get that. It's an older car. It's fine. So I just had to help with that a little bit. And then if I remember, it was a 17 mil to pull the 4 bolts. Thankfully, nothing was really seized in there, so I was able to take care of that pretty easily. The rear seats, where you see those little tabs of carpet pulled, were Phillips heads. Why they picked Phillips heads for fucking seats in a German car from the 80s, I got no idea. I'm used to Euro always being fucking like Torx bits, so that threw me off. I'm not putting the Phillips heads back in. I'm doing Torx when I put everything back together. I may not even reinstall rear seats. I'm throwing the ones that are in the car out. I'm gonna show you why in a moment when I get to that. So yeah, there's rat shit. There was a big old nest under there that I'll show you parts of, and there was a critter that I found that long since deceased. So tomorrow's gonna be finished cleaning out the webs and everything that are back there. Spray a boatload of industrial cleaning agents in here before I throw the ozone machine in and really try to clean up. I am gonna rip out all of the insulation, all of the sound deadening. I'm gonna pull the center console and the trim and stuff out so I can pull the carpet out tomorrow. So here's the passenger seat. You can see that it's a nice, it would have been nice at one point in time, not anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the upholstery off of it, strip the cushioning out of it, and save the rails, the frames and everything. So if I do an aftermarket seat, I can put it right onto those rails. My donor car has better seats, so I'm going to reupholster those because the foam's in good condition. This is the driver's seat. You can see that it had a nest and was used for bedding. And just overall, sorry, again, not a good, good quality seat to rebuild off of. The cushioning is going to be shot, and it's just not worth it, especially having it been so full of, all that crummy stuff. So one thing I did find while I was cleaning up, floor's rotten under the accelerator. So when I pull the seat up tomorrow, I'm going to see the extent of it. It sucks. Just means that you guys are going to also learn how to weld with me as I learn that. I'll be swapping the floors out of my donor car, so I'll be cutting out of the donor and welding them into this car. I'm starting off with like all the freebie shit that I can do to repair or rebuild the car. So obviously welding not exactly free because I have to buy the welding equipment and everything, and then watch a boatload of YouTube videos on how to do it. One thing I did notice that about these cars, my understanding as of now, I'll update when I get to read into it a little bit more. So for an 80s car, first of all, the seats have a good amount of technology. You can raise, lower, move, all that stuff. The headrest, the seat cushion, the back, everything, and then you can see how disgusting it is and moldy. I was doing all this work with a mask. All the windows can move. The black square right there, if I can move my finger too, right here is like a circuit breaker for the windows to be able to use them. There is also, when I get around to it to show you, a control button that is the relay for those window switches. My understanding as of now. This was not connected into the car. I'm going to try to find a replacement relay because my assumption is that this was pulled when the car was first parked in the woods and was never replaced because it didn't work at the time. And then they never got back into it and never fully got back into working on the car. I apologize for all the touching of my earbud. It keeps kind of slipping out a little bit. So for now, it's going to get closed up, locked back up, and pushed next to my donor car. So these are the states of the rear seats that I had. So that was the driver's side. You can see kind of all the staining, all the ruin. Normally, I would say, I can probably, save it and do something with it. It is so disgusting that I do not want it ever back in the car. It is ruined beyond repair. That's the mask that I had. The some of the bedding that I had found, the OEM carpets that were in there. I'm gonna dump that out, or I would, but I don't know how Facebook is about that kind of stuff with the dead rodents. But yeah, so for the center seats, they're on those brackets with the buckles, there's two Phillips head on each side. There's also, right where the light's shining, two Phillips heads there, and then it'll kind of lift and then pull out just like these the two other back seats. So yeah, I'm going to go over all this, clean it all, and be back tomorrow doing a little bit more. Until I get to the teardowns or until I get something to hold my phone, unfortunately, it's going to be like an after the fact. I'm going to go back over everything that I did. But for now, I think, I mean, I'm happy with how I'm gonna do it for now. I spent, you know, a good number of years doing media for drift events and covering other people's cars and worrying about having nice cameras and nice lenses and all that. So I think I'm gonna enjoy kind of doing a more relaxed iPhone video for everything, and just kind of taking it easy, you know, and enjoy it a little bit. Talk a little bit about why I picked the cars, why I picked the motor, stuff like that, why I want to do it and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna stop myself from rambling because I know I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah, I'll catch back up in another couple days when I do a little more and recap it then. Getting cold out here, so going to bolt this up, push it back into its spot, and tackle it another day. So thank you guys for watching. Shoot a comment over. Let me know what you're working on, what your plans are. Winter's coming up. It's going to be the slow season for the auto industry. If you got personal projects, now's the right time to do them, even though it's going to be cold as shit. But yeah, hit me up in the comments if you want to know more. Shoot me a DM. Whatever, dude. I love to talk about stuff, and when I'm passionate about it, I can't get enough of it. And I know my wife's not going to want to talk to me about it for nonstop. So I'll cut it there. Thank you all, and I'll see you later, or talk to you later. See you later. You'll hear me later. Bye.